he can draw the mistakes out of Fury. I think that his power could overwhelm Fury.
This is Jonathan Aguilar, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Jordan Gill. Jordan, a couple of weeks out from your fight against Zelfa Barrett, April 13th in Manchester. Looking good today. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Just chipping away, keep training, and turn up to the gym every day. Enjoy it, and yeah, looking forward to the fight.
It's kind of a fight that seems to make sense, I guess, at both your stages in your careers. But how long has he been on your radar?
Well, since they told me that I'm fighting him, that's as long as he's been on my radar. I've known Zelf for a long time. I've been watching his fights. I've been a fan of his style and the way he boxes for years. I think he's a very good fighter. So yeah, it's never a fight that I thought would happen, but it is now, and we're gonna make it a good one.
What do you think is the most impressive part of his game? If going into the fight, would maybe you have to be wary of?
I think he's got good power. I like the shots that he whips in, like the uppercut and the left hook. I think he's got a great jab. He moves really well. He was quite a lot, to be fair.
Win this fight, and then is it the world title? Is that the only fight that can be next, really?
That's all I want. Yeah, that's all we want, innit?
I saw Jamel Herring called you out. He's obviously a former world champion. He's come back to the ring. Great story. Is that a fight that you like?
Yeah, I'd like that fight. There's an old saying, beggars can't be choosers, and I've always been a beggar, so I just turn up and fight who they tell me to. They told me to fight Zelfa, I'll fight him, and we'll get through this one, and then we'll see who's next. I'm sure there'll be someone else to fight.
It shows that you're in a good position, though, if people who have been world champions, big names in the sport, are mentioning your name.
Yeah, definitely. You only ever one big win away from all these guys calling you out and having more opportunities. So yeah, it's nice to be in that position, because for a long time you're not, and you have to make the most of it whilst you are.
See, we're here at Ben Davison's gym. What would you say the one key thing he has added to your game has been? Because you're very good under Dave and things like that, but what's maybe different training here?
I think just clarity of what to do in certain situations, and just breaking down opponents and knowing what to and what not to do, and when why to do it. That's probably as much as I can say.
I know you would have been confident of beating Michael Conlan last time out, but maybe a lot of people, or some people at least, would have thought he was the favourite going in. Did you expect it to be as ruthless, as dominant as it was?
I did, yeah. I thought it might. Yeah, I thought he might have a little bit more resistance in the first few rounds, but I thought it'd go the way it did. Obviously I was heavy underdog, and no one expected for me to do what I did. But everyone in my corner did. Everyone in my team knew what he was up against, and for me, it was the last chance to lose. So I had to go out and make a statement.
Obviously, in the post-fight speech, you mentioned sort of the lead up to the fight, and the suicidal thoughts that you had. What impact has that had on sort of your fan base, and have people reached out to you and been inspired by the speech you gave?
Yeah, I had a lot of messages. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of people got in contact with me, saying, I was in a similar position. Thanks for speaking out, and thanks for, shining the light on the struggles people have, especially in boxing, because boxing, they look at people as warriors. They look at people as macho men in the ring, and they don't have emotions or feelings, and everyone does. So for me to highlight it and make myself humanise myself, and make myself approachable, I think it's a good thing, and I'm sure, from what everyone said to me, it's helped a lot of people. So it wasn't something that I planned to do, and probably won't do it ever again because of all the messages I've had. But yeah, I think it was good.
So Dave was very sort of emotional seeing you say the speech and things like that. Does that go to show sometimes, like in boxing, it's not always about having a bad split with someone? You can still remain on good terms like you have with Dave?
Yeah, definitely. Like we never ended on bad terms, and you know he always wants the best for me. I always want the best for him, his fighters, and his family, and it is what it is. It was just more like circumstantial things where I had to move back home. I had to get out of Sheffield and have a change. And you know, I think looking back, a lot of people would have thought, you shouldn't have left Dave, but now looking back, you know, it's probably the right thing. I'm happier in myself, nothing to do with the gym. Happier in myself and putting in good performances. So even I think he'd agree that it was the right move at the time.
Lee Wood, your good mate, wins British Boxer of the Year. Pleased for him, I'm guessing?
Oh, buzzing, yeah, it was good. I was sat next to him at the awards, and I knew that he was going to get Fighter of the Year. But then I expected Ben to get Trainer of the Year as well, and then that award was first, and Ben didn't get it, and I was thinking, then it made me a little bit more nervous. Obviously, like, it's just a trophy, but to see your mate win that is special, because there's a lot of good fighters in Britain now. So yeah, it was nice. It was real nice to see, and he was happy with the win. Got a nice little picture with him and the award, and yeah, buzzing for him.
And obviously you would have seen Anthony Joshua train for the Ngannou fight, being in the same gym as him. Did you expect what happened to happen on that night against Ngannou?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, going forward, obviously it was only a 2-round job, and you know, a lot of talk is, can he win the Usyk rematch? Can he beat Tyson Fury? Having watched him, are you confident he can win both those fights?
Yeah, I think he beats Tyson Fury, definitely. I think Usyk's a harder ass stylistically, but I think why not? Usyk, he's not getting any younger. AJ's only getting better, and if he can't do it with these guys in his corner, he's not going to do it ever. So I think he deserves another shot, and I think that he'd be in the best possible seat to get the win here.
Just on the Fury point, you said he definitely wins. Why are you so confident that he would beat Fury?
I just think stylistically, I think he can draw the mistakes out of Fury. I think that his power could overwhelm Fury. I think that, you know, everyone always looks at Fury and think, he'll dance about and pick AJ off and that sort of thing. But when AJ's got clear instruction, he knows exactly what to do, he's gonna put more doubts in Fury's head than AJ's gonna put than Fury's gonna put in AJ's head. And that was always probably before AJ come here and had the clarity. That was always the other way around. Fury gets in people's heads before the fights. He makes them doubt themselves. He makes them question themselves, and I just think that the mental game won't affect AJ now that he's got clarity, he's got clear instruction what to do, what to draw out of Fury. And I think Fury's on the slide. You know, you saw the lackluster performance against Ngannou. Look what AJ did to Ngannou. I know styles make fights, but it's a pretty bold statement.
Does he beat Usyk in your opinion?
Fury? No. I think Usyk stops him late.
And just final prediction, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney coming up. Should the fight happen, who do you think is going to win?
I think Devin Haney, late stoppage or points. I think he's a bit too sharp and will box his head off.
Jordan Gill, appreciate your time, and good luck against Zelfa Barrett April 13th.
Thank you. Cheers.